Alright guys, so it's been forever, but here we go with another Aerokinesis tutorial. So I always like to go ahead and disclaim that you can always perform and practice Aerokinesis anywhere, but outdoors is a lot easier. I typically prefer to use paper fans because you can actually see your direct influence on the air and how you're manipulating it, but you can always just go ahead and practice like with trees or even just like, leaves on the ground. You can practice on flags, you can practice on pretty much anything. You don't really need a specific method. That being said, one of the biggest things about performing Aerokinesis is simply knowing that it's possible for you to go ahead and perform it. Like, this isn't some ability that nobody has access to, like anybody has access to this. Like, it's something that we do passively throughout the day, but we just don't really actually notice how our energy interacts with the wind to begin with. So while you are using an ability that does use your mind, it is easier to use your hands as some kind of reference when learning how to do this. By having like a physical anchor to kind of sync your mind and sync what your actions are with the air manipulation, it kind of aids in the process of learning. There are some people who even combine mudras and the usage of, those hand signatures and those hand signs in order to incorporate it into the Aerokinesis. A lot of people hate when I say this, but one of the biggest parts about Aerokinesis and how you kind of get started is you fake it till you make it. Like, you literally have to imagine the wind being there until it actually starts showing up. And then as you continue to practice, it's something that kind of becomes like second nature. One of the easiest ways to practice pretty much anywhere is just looking for anything that's blowing in the wind, be it like a flag, be it like a decoration, even if you're like in a store and you see like a balloon, like pretty much anything that's in the air. I recommend kind of observing how the object is already moving, and then from there try to consciously affect and alter that pattern. Other practitioners have stated that trying to feel the electromagnetic field around both you and the object might help as well when it comes to manipulating the object. I also personally recommend when you are outside, just taking deep breaths and meditating and seeing how the environment reacts to your energy. In my experience, there are a lot of different factors that can affect how well you perform Aerokinesis. Again, while you are capable of starting and stopping winds, if you are outside on a day where there's pretty much no activity, you might find it a little bit harder to go ahead and manipulate the air particles. Though you are still, however, 100% capable of kind of activating the environment around you and getting the air flowing yourself. On the opposite side, whenever it's extremely windy, it's actually really fun to engage in that kind of charged environment as well. You'll find it easier to do things like push objects or move tree branches and, even perform like little leaf hurricanes and stuff like that, or leaf tornadoes. So I kind of like to look at it two ways, as your environment being activated like on, where it's kind of like, at a certain level of wind, or off, where it's kind of like a dead set. This also applies to practicing indoors, but to a heightened degree. Variances such as air pressure, variances such as having a window open or closed, variances such as, even having a door open or closed, can go ahead and have completely different impacts on your practice. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. Hope you guys have a great day.